What if the next time you checked into a hotel, you were not alone? Across the United States, there are hotels that hold dark secrets, ghostly apparitions, mysterious sound, and tragic stories that guests claim are still playing out to this day. In this video, we will take you to the most haunted hotel in the USA, where history and horror collide, from chilling ghost sighting to rooms you will never want to enter. These are the places where brave travelers check in, but some say they never truly leave. We start our journey in Colorado at the iconic Stanley Hotel. This grand hotel, inspired by the chilling novel The Shining by Stephen King, and for good reason. Guests have reported hearing ghostly laughter echoing through the hallway, objects moving on their own, and even the piano in the lobby playing by itself when no one is around. But perhaps the most infamous room here is room 217. Guests claims to have seen the spirit of Elizabeth Wilson, a former housekeeper who died in the room. Visitors say they wake up to the feeling of an unseen presence standing at the edge of their bed. Lights flicker, doors slam shut, and sometimes they hear her voice softly calling out for someone. Next, we head to Eureka Springs, Arkansas, home to America's most haunted hotel. The Crescent Hotel, built in 1886, this luxurious gateway became notorious for its dark past. In the 1930s, it was converted into a hospital by Dr. Norman Baker, who falsely claimed he could cure cancer. Today, visitors claim that many of the spirits from those days still roam the hall. Room 218 is considered the most haunted spot, where a ghost named Michael is said to linger. Michael was a stonemason who tragically fell to his death during the hotel's construction. Guests reported hearing knocking sounds, voices, and objects being thrown across the room. But the basement is where things get truly terrifying. This area once served as the hospital morgue. Brave guests have reported cold drafts, the smell of antiseptic, and even seeing shadow figure moving in the dark corners. One of the oldest and eeriest haunted hotel in the USA is the Myrtles Plantatina in Louisiana. Built in 1796, this southern mansion is often called one of the most haunted homes in America. It's steeped in history and tragedy. The most famous spirit here is that of Chloe, a former enslaved woman who is said to have poisoned the family she worked for. Chloe is often seen wearing a green turban, wandering the halls and staring out the windows. Guests also reported the eerie sound of children laughing or crying at night, grim reminder of the plantation dark history. The grand mirror in the main hallway in another hotspot of paranormal activity. It's said that the souls of former inhabitants are trapped within it, and visitors often claim to see ghostly faces staring back at them. Heading west to sunny California, we arrive at the Hotel del Coronado. This stunning beachfront hotel holds a tragic mystery that continues to haunt it to this day. In 1892, a young woman named Katie Morgan checked into the hotel alone. Days later, her lifeless body was found on the beach, is what was deemed a but strange occurrence suggests Kate may never have truly left. Guests staying in her room 3327, report flickering lights, sudden chills, and the feeling of being watched. Hotel staff claim to hear soft footsteps in the hall when no one is there. Finally, we end the infamous Queen Mary, a luxurious ocean liner-turned hotel permanently docked in Long Bay, California. This ship is considered one of the most haunted places in the country. One of the eeriest areas in the ship's swimming pool. Guests have reported seeing wet footprints appear on the dry floor and hearing laughter from invisible swimmers. The engine room, once the heart of the ship, has its own dark history, where a crew member was tragically crushed by the torch during a fire drill. Visitors often hear his disembodied voice shouting for help, with countless accounts of ghost sightings, unexplained whispers, and sudden cold spots. The Queen Mary is not just a hotel, it's a floating reminder of life and death.